What's going on today? It's your boy DJ Don, and I'm reporting live from my studio here. It is Sunday, February 18th, 2018, and we have very, very exciting news. We have finally come up with a name for our radio program. After much consideration and thought, we've decided to go with The Buzz with DJ Don. So what do you all think? Let us know in the comments. You can find all of the episodes of my local music shows on a page dedicated to these interviews, www.thebuzzwithdjdon.com. Right now, I am fully supporting the page and channel, so the page is being hosted on my DJ website. There you can find interviews, music videos, and a very awesome chat room box where we can all chat with each other about all things music. So check it out, www.thebuzzwithdjdon.com, and let us know what you think in the comments. On the phone today, I have Mike Gensel, the lead singer of the band Absolute from Jackson, Michigan. It is a pleasure chatting with you today, Mike.
Thanks for having me on. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome, buddy. Yeah, thanks for calling in today. So should we just call you Mike today?
Yeah, definitely. I don't have any embarrassing fun nicknames, so...
So you guys are from Jackson, Michigan, which ironically is the place where I got my start in music as a DJ. So isn't there a pretty big prison over there?
Yeah, I'd say it's kind of big.
It's kind of big.
You know, I mean,
and you guys didn't originate in a prison. Like, you guys aren't a prison band or anything like that, right?
You know, I kind of wish, because then we'd have some kind of cool story to tell. But
I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm just kidding. So tell us about the members of Absolute. Like, who plays what?
Well, to start off, we have Andy Smith on drums, Zach Spalding on guitar, and then Michael Jennings on bass. And I say for the moment because we're currently looking for a new bass player so that you can take over the role of secondary guitarist, which is more of his passion. But so far, that's where we're at.
Perfect. So who would you say your favorite bands and influences are?
Well, for the most part, for our sound, our biggest influences are Stone Sour and Stained. And it's it's the bands that we kind of grew up with, or at least I did, when it comes to influences. Stained was a big one, but more recently, Corey Taylor and Stone Sour have been a really big influence.
Through the Glass, Corey Taylor, that's one of my favorite songs, like, of all time.
Definitely, yeah, and they've got a ton of good songs, and the general style is, it's not something we want to copy, obviously, but
right. So tell us about your writing process. Like, do you normally write lyrics and then your band writes music to those lyrics, or do they provide you with the music instrumental and then you just write to it?
Well, right now we handle it from the music process first. So Zach Spalding is an amazing guitarist. He's been writing for quite a long time. He writes all of these cool licks and riffs, and so basically we take these riffs and then we listen to them, we play around with them, and then we just play them at practice. And what I tend to do is try to come up with a melody first, and when I come up with a melody and a general hook, then what I can do is to take a feel for the song and then start putting the lyrics behind it.
Cool.
But from an opposite standpoint, we do have songs where I've started with lyrics first, and we have built the music from the ground up.
Do you have any music out or shows coming up that you want to tell us about?
Right now, we're still in the process of building a song library, I guess. We've got about 7 or 8 songs, about a set's worth that we're pretty much 75% done with. We're looking at starting playing shows probably in April.
Cool. So where can fans look you guys up online?
Absolute.com, which is abs0lute.com.
Spell that for us.
abs0lute.com. Website's not up quite yet. I've been slacking on that, but I'll have it up probably by the end of the weekend. And then on Facebook, you can look us up with the same spelling, but Absolute Band.
My favorite band has always been Linkin Park.
I love Linkin Park.
I do see a little bit of Chester Bennington in your style, actually. So for those of you that don't know, Chester Bennington was the lead singer of the band Linkin Park that recently took his own life. So how does it make you feel to hear someone like me compare your vocal style to someone like Chester Bennington?
Proud, I'd say. It's I'd say it's probably more influence than anything. Chester Bennington was and is a strong influence in my my personal music, and one of the first major bands that I started listening to from that genre of music. But I love hearing it.
So you're at a show, it's 5 minutes until you go on stage. Are you nervous at all? Like, what are you thinking about?
Every single time I'm nervous.
You're nervous?
I walk out there, and as soon as I walk out there, for some reason it just goes away.
Okay, so you used to be in a band with J.C. Goins, later Dylan, Desmond Dukes, Errol Whitehead, Keith Hurley, called Six Cylinder. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so I saw some of the videos on YouTube, and you all definitely had energy. I noticed all of the fans like consistently bobbing their heads in your videos. So tell us about like the beginning and the end of Six Cylinder.
Well, beginning wise, it was just a lot of us had been playing music together for quite a while, and through the course of various incarnations of different ideas, we finally all came together in that realm. JC came in and just blew things away. Honestly, he kind of helped us get that groove to it, and when it comes down to it, the energy was completely Desmond. He was like an energy.
I saw him high-fiving like everybody in the front row on a video I watched yesterday.
Exactly.
Of Six Cylinder.
And he brought the energy, and he actually pushed me to a point where I had to bring it to the next level, because if not, obviously it looked like it was just one guy up there,
right,
running around, and one guy sitting around doing nothing. But Keith and I had been in bands, very different, in very different situations, but we've been working together for quite a while. So, I mean, the real beginning was just friends being friends and having a good time.
And the end?
The end was just, I think it went its course. We had a lot of good fun, and things changed enough, I think, where, we just had to sunset it.
So I guess the real question for me is, would you ever collaborate musically with those guys again?
Yeah, I mean, we're still all good friends. We all still hang out. The thing with music is that, in my opinion, music is something that you have to grow with, and when sometimes you need to shake it up a little bit to get some new interesting stuff. So,
right.
I still work with the guys on non-music stuff, but on a collaboration level, I have no problem with doing that. It'd be great.
Cool, man. Cool. So maybe if they're listening, we'll see what happens. But anyway, tell us one more time where to find the band Absolute on the internet.
Easiest place is Facebook, ABS0LUTE. We post on there as much as we can. Right now it's still a little bit new, so we don't have a lot of stuff to post, but we're working on building music, and as we get things, sometimes you'll catch a drunk night of Facebook Live. Okay,
buddy. Well, it's been really fun hanging out with you today, Mike, and talking with you. I want to give you the mic at this time to kind of thank whoever you want or talk about whatever you want, buddy. So the mic's all yours.
Well, I'll tell you what, I thought about this a bit since watching your other episodes, and I'd like to take this moment to kind of flip the script and put this on you for a minute. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your show and about your past. If you could let us know how this radio show or this video show, or I don't even know what to call it, honestly, it's great, but the interview process, how this came about and what was your thought process on it?
Well, I got all this cool equipment, the studio that I have here and that I run, and I used to be involved pretty heavily in the local music scene, and now I run a successful DJ business, but I really don't think that the artists in Michigan get enough credit. So I think it's more like a a platform to give people a chance to speak their mind.
Cool, man. So in a year's time, if you could see yourself in a year's time with the buzz with DJ Don, where do you see this going?
I don't know, man. I guess as long as local musicians hit me up on social media and want a place to be able to speak, I'll try to be available. I've been doing about an interview a day since I got started. This is interview number 6. Things have been going well, so I guess as long, just like a band or any other project, I guess I'll be doing it as long as things go well.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Outside of that, all I'd have to say is, thank you for doing this. This is pretty awesome. As for thanking anyone else, it's the people that are watching this and going out to shows and feeding my music addiction.
Sweet, man. Yeah, and you know what? And I want to thank you guys too, man, because you guys have created and been a part of the mid-Michigan music scene for a long time. So I've heard the name Six Cylinder floating around for a while. Now you've got this new project, Absolute. So we wish you the best of luck. Mike Gensel, the lead singer of Absolute from Jackson, Michigan. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. The last question I have for you is, what is the coolest and most awesome toy you had as a kid?
Oh, geez. This actually comes down to 2, and I lost them in a move when I moved here to Michigan when I was 7 years old. I had the G.I. Joe F-16 and the Star Wars Millennium Falcon.
Oh, wow.
And the big ones, the size of your head kind of big ones.
Right.
And I lost them, and I still to this day kind of miss them. It's just one of those things. I've had cool toys here and there, but those are the ones I remember from being a kid.
I spent hours and hours and hours and hours drawing pictures on an Etch-a-Sketch. Those things were pretty rad.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have an Etch-a-Sketch?
Oh, yeah. And I guess I took it for granted because I like drawing, but I was always getting frustrated by having to stop and move, and I couldn't, you know what I mean, like the one line.
Right.
So I'd end up just making squares.
Okay. Mike Gensel, the lead singer of Absolute from Jackson, Michigan. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for calling in today, buddy.
Thanks, Don.
All right, buddy. We'll be talking to you soon.
Definitely.
That was Mike Gensel, the lead singer of Absolute from Jackson, Michigan, calling in. The former lead singer of Six Cylinder, a band that was definitely rocking. He actually flipped it up on me and asked me a few questions, so that was very cool. Thanks, Mike. I'm still your host, DJ Don. Check me out online, and make sure you check out The Buzz with djdon.com. Peace out. Thank you guys for checking out my show, and if you guys are looking to get interviewed, make sure you guys hit me up. If you're a musician and you want to get exposure, hit me up. Keep up with all my latest happenings by hitting the subscribe button. Go ahead, do it now.